This is part of I Have a Problem. This was stupid. Hello strangers, I'm Sylvain and this is my book haul for January 2018. Because knowing me, you might actually see this in 2019. Unlikely, but possible. I bought a lot of books in January, so there's a chance that these ain't all the books I bought in January, but I'm just gonna haul the ones I have. I'm actually mispaced 2 of those books I bought in January, and some of them haven't came, some of them were pre-ordered, but there's like one book that should have came by now, and I'm thinking of just cancelling it and buying another edition anyway, so we'll see what happens with that. So if I end up accidentally missing out on books, I'm just gonna like put them in future hauls because I have pre-orders coming someday anyway, so, and knowing me, I won't actually make it a full month without buying any books, because I'm me. Anyway, let's just get into this haul, where I haul like 50 something books. That's not an exaggeration. So these probably ain't going to be in any particular order, and I bought them from like different places. These first few I got from the works, I think. So I got The Method by Shannon Kirk, and there's something about like a sociopath serial killer girl getting kidnapped by a cult or something. So fun. I also got Evidence of Ghosts by A.K. Bennett. Ooh, it's spelled by Sarah Pillsbury. I liked one of her books. I forget what this is about. Oh, the protagonist is blind, lives in London. Oh no, she has a sight restored, and the world seems a scary person doesn't want to see it. I don't know, this is like a filler. So, The Painkiller by N.J. Fountain. This kind of started my search. Really, I went into work because I knew work sold this book for relevantly cheap, and Don Kuchin, the writer, talked about how much he liked this book and how it deals with actual like painkiller medication and stuff, and like I would just like how you view somewhere because she does a really good job of like selling up this book, and it's why I bought it. I got The Doll Funeral by Kate Hammer, and I literally might have just bought this book because it's called The Doll Funeral. Something about a girl living with people who ain't her real parents. I also bought The Power by Naomi Alderman. This is a book that's been like going the rounds, like talked by a lot of people, like a lot of people have talked about this book. Winner of the Women's Prize for Fiction, Bailey's. So basically this is the concept, is that women suddenly get this supernatural power and that leads them to take over the world. So instead of a patriarchy, we have a matriarchy. I don't think I pronounced either of those words right, but you know what I mean. Bailey got this because like a lot of praise and it seems half interesting, and this cover is so cool. I got Don't Close Your Eyes by Hurley Sheddon, and I don't really know why I bought this. I can't remember. Like obviously it was like buy one get one half price, but like a lot of books were on that deal. Oh, it's about twins and one of them die. I think one of them dies. They get separated and then one goes looking for the other one. Twins. Also got Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Neuvel, and I know this is just one like cool cover. I keep looking at editions of this cover and like thinking, I want you. I could have bought the second one as well in this deal, I think, but I just thought just buy the first one, see if you like it, despite them both having really cool covers. And there's something about like a woman like finds this part of this giant and then it leads to some sort of conspiracy, and it's, you know, it's a sci-fi book. This next book is part of my ongoing issue of buying books from writers I've never read, and that writer is Maggie Stiefvater, and this is All the Cool Saints. I own basically all her books except for like 1 or 2. Like I didn't buy the sequel to the Shiva series because I own that and I haven't read that. And I've heard mixed things, so I don't know if I actually want to continue with that. I own the complete series of The Raven Boys, which is her other big series that she's wrote. And I own a few of her standalones too. I think I did like the sound of this book though. Also, like, it's hard because I bought these books so long ago and I've just not got around to filming this haul till now. I don't know why I bought them specifically. Here's a thing everyone wants. A miracle. Here's a thing everyone fears. What it takes to get one. I don't know. It's a pretty cover. It's a weird shaped book though. Now onto some hardcovers I bought in the January sales because they were like half price at Waterstones, so, and I had gift cards. So I got No Domination by Louise Welsh. This is a Scottish writer that I was once specifically told to read a specific book by her and then never did. So for uni, this is like a dystopia apocalyptic thing, so fun. I got Strange Weather by Joe Hill. And I thought this was short stories, but it actually says 4 short novels. So I bought this because I like Joe Hill and I thought it was short stories, but like I said, it's actually novels now that I look at the fine print. But I like Joe Hill. That's why I got that. I like short stories and I like Joe Hill. Short novels, that's a novella. Do people not know what novellas are? I also got The Devil's Days by Andrew Michael Hurley, and I don't know, I think I just got this because it looked cool. Something about the devil. So this is a book that I actually bought twice because I bought it online and then I found a second edition in store for like the same or cheaper because it was half price. So I bought this book and then I took the other one back. Also, this is signed and it's like meant to be some sort of special edition. I'm trying to think why I actually initially bought this, never mind bought 2 copies of it. This is a book that's been somewhat hyped, at least over here in the UK, and it's called A Sinful of Shadows by Frances Harding, and it's like children-ish, or young, it's like 12-year-old Meg Piss has learned to defend herself from ghosts that try to possess her in the night. Desperate for refuge, but one day a dreadful event causes her to drop her guard, and now there's a spirit inside her. Fun. Ghosts. So a book I've already read is The Dead House by Donna. I read it initially from the library, and I just really wanted my own copy because I really, really liked it. So it's got all this cool pattern-y stuff in it. I want to read The Creeper Man this year by Donna, but I don't know when I'll actually get around to doing that because me is sitting on my immediate to be read kind of shelf. But we'll see if I actually get around to it. Anyway, The Dead House is a really cool horror book. Read it. This next book is Love Letters of Abel and Lily by Lauren Credo, and this is a romance between an autistic boy and a girl with ADHD, and the writer, Lauren Cady, has ADHD, so that's on voices for that side of thing. And I would really like to read own voices for learning disabilities or whatever we're calling them now, but stuff like autism and ADHD, so I was excited to read this book from somebody who's of that perspective, you know what I mean? I'm autistic, by the way. So if you've got any recs for good autistic own voices stuff, comment down below and tell me them. I don't know, there's not a lot of own voices disabled. Generally, stuff with chronic illnesses or stuff, yeah, there's not a lot of own voices stuff for learning disabilities or general disabilities either. So if you've got any recs for anything like that, this was a book that was half price and sound kind of cool. This is All That She Can See by Carrie Fletcher. The idea did sound kind of cool. I know who Carrie Fletcher is. She's got her YouTube channel. Her brother's in a famous band and stuff. So I like her YouTube videos okay enough, but this seemed interesting. Cherry has a hidden talent. She can see things other people can't, and she decided a long time ago to use this skill to help others. She also owns a bakery. She adds something special to the cakes, and I'm not going to read any more, so what could that special thing be? I also got I Am by Maggie O'Farrell, and this is an actual memoir, 17 Brushes with Death, which got me interested. Obviously this cover is really pretty, and when it was half price I thought, well, I'm really interested in this book, I'm just gonna buy it. I also got Otherworld by Jason Segel and Christian Miller. This was a Bibler for group book. I have read this. I read it as part of the Bibliothon. Good. I actually like this book. I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars. I've talked about it in my January wrap-up. It's basically a contemporary with sci-fi twists. It's like virtual reality stuff. And I also got Here We Are Now by Jasmine Wigger, and this is a book I requested for review. I don't remember why. Basically, a famous person shows up at our doorstep, so that's fun. Actually, probably should say more about this considering I requested it. And basically, this girl finds out that her dad is a rock star that she didn't know, and he shows up on her doorstep while her mum's out of the country, so fun. Like, I had hoped to get around to reading this sooner because it does sound really cool. I also bought The Fandom by Anna Day, which has this really cool cover. Basically, the main characters find themselves swapping lives with the fictional characters of this TV show, I think, or something. Basically, they kill the main character of this really big series, and then it's up to them to replace the character in this story and like try and keep the plot on the same year or something. This is also a debut, so that's fun. I also got Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor. This is like a companion or something to her series Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I haven't read that series, but this was half price and cool looking. Yeah, I need to stop doing stuff like this. Sometimes, like, I'll just have the urge to buy the complete works of a writer I've not actually read any of the works of. But this time, I at least know of this person, I really like them, and that person is Emma Mills. Like, I really like her YouTube channel. I don't think she really posts anymore, but some good old-fashioned content there. I think it's still up. And that her first novel, First and Then, which did sound like a cool concept. It's like she doesn't get on with her family or something, and I don't forget the exact plots of these are contemporaries. I also got Foolish Hearts by Emma Mills, and I bought her the book This Adventure Ends in paperback, but I've heard that the hardback has a really pretty cover. So, and like the cover's the same as the paperback, but like once you take the cover off, it's like this. I'm thinking of cancelling my order because it's like meant to have came, like it usually dispatches in 3 weeks and it's still not been sent out, and it's like over a month now, so it's like double the time. So I think I might cancel it and just like buy the hardback. I don't know. I also got I Hate Everyone But You by Gaby Dunn and Allison Raskin. These are also some YouTubers. And I like, if somebody has an active YouTube page, I'll like link it down below with like the books featured part of the video. This is like two best friends go off to college, and like they're in different parts of, like separate parts of the country, so like it's all their written communication to each other, like email and text for like the first semester that they're away from each other, and just fun university thing. I like it. I talk about it in my March wrap-up and my Contemporary-a-thon wrap-ups. Another book I talk about for my Contemporary-a-thon is My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness by Nagata Kabi. This is a manga. It's like this cute art, and it's basically about this, it's actually like a memoir. The writer hires an escort. That's kind of like the big factor, but it also deals with like mental health issues and like finding yourself and like learning how to live with mental health issues when you don't know what to do with your life. So quite relatable. I also got Bad Girls Don't Die by Katie Andenda, which is fun. I don't know, I bought this for the cover, and this is why I bought this book, for the cover and the title. So why kid on? I know what the synopsis is. I also got Enthralled, a Paranormal division, and this is edited by Melissa Marr and Carrie Armstrong, who's like of the Other Women series, and Rachel Kane, Corda Gay, Ali Conda, like the people who wrote Beautiful Creatures, and most importantly Rachel Vincent, which was kind of the main factor I bought this, but I also like short stories. Next two books I got from the library, and I should return them, so I bought actual editions of them. because I like them enough anyway. Because what I've read, I like them enough anyway to have editions. And that is The Secret History by Donna Tratt. I really like what I've read so far. Like, I think if you like How to Get Away with Murder, you'll probably like this. I also got The Writer's Journey, a mythical structure for writers by Christopher Bonges. So this is like some kind of proper writing theory, but also like a self guide, because you just start thinking, I too have threshold guardians in my life. You know, it's basically like a lot of like stories, intentionally and unintentionally, are based on this kind of hero's journey kind of thing, so it's fun. So like I said, I shopped at the Works a few times, so I ended up getting a few like box sets of stuff. So I got the Walking Dead like novel box set. This cost me £8, which is apparently a saving of like £22 for this. Should cost $31.96 apparently. So like this is 4 of the books that are in this kind of like novelisation that Robert Cartman and Jay Borson wrote together, and it's part of the comic world. I got Noughts and Crosses series by Marion Bachman, which is like kind of an old school YA book for like the UK. I don't know how big this is like in America or anything, if at all, but it's kind of like to do with racism a little bit. It's kind of like, I think it's a dystopia where like people are separated by their skin colour. Marion Bachman is basically quite established in like UK YA. I know it's like a series that a lot of people read when they were younger and like still swear by, so I thought I'd give it a try. Covers look quite cool with like, anyway, there's like the covers going up with like black and white things, quite obvious statements or something. I don't know. I also got the Chronicles of Either series by Marion V. Sider, which is kind of funny to get this from the Works, because if you like back in the day, like everyone who shopped at the Works used to like haul this series, but like as separate books. If you don't know what this series is called, you might have heard it referred to as like the Poison Study series, because like every book kind of has like study at the end of it. So the first one's called Poison Study, the other one's Magic Study, Fire Study, Shadow Study, Night Study, Dawn Study. So I've had really good things about this from the people who also shop at the Works. So I'm not gonna like attempt to like lift this too thick layer of books. Just know that there's 2 layers there. Oh wait, shit. There's more. There's so many books in this that I thought I was done, and I'm not. I also bought Elephant Ophelia is Completely Fine, and this book is covered in Coke stains because I kept dropping cans of Coke from my bunk bed. Like an idiot. I don't know if I would be like, fix this book. It seems to be the only one that's took the brunt of it. It's a cool cover, and I've ruined it. I also got Wages of Sin, and actually the main reason I bought Ophelia is Completely Fine is for this book, and this is by Katie Welsh, and this is something to do with like doctors in Edinburgh studying. It's a woman, it's about a female doctor in Edinburgh in 1892, so fun. Also, like, I've not heard of this book anywhere else, so I had to buy it. I also got The Dark Room by Jonathan Moore, and this is... They thought they buried their secrets. It's like a filler. Sometimes I just buy fillers based on their titles. I also got The Tattletale by Sarah J. Knighton, and this was the filler of the year. I don't know who, that according to who. Only Anaya knows the truth is all it says on the back. Fun. Look at that colour. Stand out. I also bought an Archive Hope Fletcher book, and this is called Only on the Other Side. This only cost me like £2 something, or even less maybe. Basically it's about a woman dying and then not being able to get into heaven, so fun! I don't know. This isn't over yet. I bought The Girl Before by GDP Delany. This is something about a girl moves into an apartment and like really creepy stuff happens. It's kind of like a Rebecca vibe. So, fun. I got The Copycat by Alex Lake. Basically, a woman discovers there are 2 Facebook profiles in her name and one isn't hers or something. Catfishing. Like, Copycat makes such a better name, actually, for the whole catfish phenomenon. Like, Neve should not have been the one that was allowed to name that. I also got The Final Girl by Ridley Sage. Ridley Sage. I bought this for the title and the cover, and I requested it of Nick Gallery for the exact same reasons. Stephen King likes it. It's like Gone Girl. Stop comparing everything to Gone Girl. I also got Give Me the Child by Mel McGartha. Basically, police knock at a woman's door in the night and give her her husband's love child that's 11 years old, and she never knew he had one, so that's fun. Filler stuff. A City of Fans by Joanne Choing, and this looks like a lovely contemporary. It's actually a filler. I think it's a filler. Maybe it's a contemporary. There's like a secret that makes me think of like a filler. It's fun. I also have some hardback action. This costs me £5. This is Innocent Wife by Amy Lord. Basically, this woman marries a convicted killer on the presumption that he's innocent. And eventually, because like there's a strong case that he is innocent, he gets released. But it turns out he's not so innocent and maybe shouldn't have been released. So, ooh, I've had stuff. You can't even see that anymore. I also got The Chalk Man by CJ Tudor. I don't really know why I actually bought this, because initially I wasn't going to buy this book because I figured the library would probably get it or something, but I ended up buying it because it was like cheap at Asda. And I've had mixed things, but this cover's cool. Oh my god, it looks like it's like covered in chalk at the back. It doesn't look that bad, and like, oh, maybe it will look that bad. Jesus. So weirdos, that's my January book haul. I think there might be more books somewhere. This is like 2 layers deep. This was ridiculous for me to do. So this is a long ass video. So I will see you weirdos next time, where I will regret all my life choices. Farewell. If I cover the books, then I didn't buy them, now did I? The Tattletale. Oh, this is covered in coke. This is so wet. Why did I buy all these books? If I told you Stella bought some of these books, this would look so bad. Actually, it would look worse. My dog's barking.